welcome to the finale of Kavanah's Minecraft Survivor Season 4, The Underworld. In this season, 18 castaways have tried to use their social, strategical, and physical ability to make their way to this spot, but only 5 players were able to do so. Now, let's go through each player's games and explain how they got there. First, Joff. Throughout this game, Joff has made bonds with anyone and everyone, anywhere he went. His ability to make bonds with the people around him was outstanding. His witty and comedic personality made it easy to have a good conversation with him. Unfortunately, Joff has not been able to pull off the moves that he set out to do. If Joff wants to win this game, he's going to need to prove that he deserves it. JP. He's been a force to be reckoned with throughout this entire game. In the pre-merge, JP and his main ally Gonzo were in the strongest alliance in the game. But JP wasn't only playing just for his alliance. Once merge came around, JP set off to get one man eliminated from this game. And that man goes by the name of Chase. But once Gonzo went behind JP's back to make his own move, JP knew that he could no longer trust him. Then once Gonzo got voted out, JP was stuck and not knowing what to do next. But with a great social game, JP has a really good chance at winning this game. Pepit. This player has been one of the most entertaining players in all of Kavanah's Minecraft Survivor. Just like JP and Joff, Pepit didn't have to do much in the pre-merge, as his tribe won almost every single immunity challenge. He was also in the biggest alliance in the season, but Pepit has one of the greatest strategical minds in this game, but he hid it very well, making him invisible until it was shown to everyone. At the final 6, people finally wanted to take him out, but with the safety of that power up his sleeve, there was no way he was going home, and the only person that knew that was Pepit. With a great social and strategical game, Pepit has a great chance at winning this game. Kimmy. Just like the first 3, Kimmy positioned herself perfectly in this game, setting herself up with 3 huge threats on her tribe, which made her not as big as one. But at the merge, she won the first 2 immunities and instantly put a target on her back. At the final 6, Kimmy was ready to see her greatest ally walk out the door. But when Pepit made himself immune, Kimmy made a move to put all the votes onto Gonzo, protecting herself from going home. Kimmy has dominated this season and kept control of a lot of the votes. Now, Kimmy has set herself up very well to win this game. Chase. Nothing like the first 4. Chase was on the losing tribe the entire game, but Chase was in the majority alliance on his tribe. But when the swap hit, Chase found himself all alone on his tribe with 5 other players from the Huspa tribe. But when they went to tribal, he was able to get out of being voted out. Once merge hit, Chase was a sitting duck, but when the super idol was announced, Chase did whatever it took to find it, and when he did, he became a new refreshed version of himself. Then once he saved himself at the final 8, everyone knew how big of a threat Chase really was. Chase may have the greatest underdog story in the season, but he must do a lot of work if he wants to see a final tribal council. And we've seen all 5 players' games all wrapped up into one. Let's see who will be crowned the sole survivor of Kavanah's Minecraft Survivor Season 4, The Underworld.
Gonzo, you just fucked yourself over. Ugh. I mean, I had to take him out eventually. Like, I'm not going to the end with him, but at the same time, fuck. Like, god damn it. How many fucking times have I told these people that we can't let Chase worm his way another round in? I sincerely hope that Chase fucking gets voted off here. If not, then congrats. I honestly believe that Joff accidentally blindsided his closest ally in this game. I originally wanted to have Kimmy in the final tribal with myself and Joff, but now it's looking like I may have to have Tepid in there. And Tepid is funny Bulgarian man, and I'm sure people are just gonna like eat up his whole shtick no matter what I say or do. I think I'm in a situation where I can't fucking win. I'm really mad about that.
Kimmy actually came up with she DM'd me and she's like, you know, what if we don't actually have to go against each other?
And then
I said I was fine with it. I just didn't know where you were voting because you were already down there.
I was just getting that off Kimmy, and I just wasn't sure where I was going. I was trying to like.
That's why I was frantically trying to ask you where you voted, because I'm like, if you told me you voted Gonzo, I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll vote Gonzo, no problem. But you didn't, so I had to take a gamble, and it paid off.
Essentially, what it was because you and Gonzo had been together for a lot of that time. I just assumed that there was no way that you were going to vote against each other.
How in the hell am I still here? After all that, I'm actually in the final 5. All credit to Kimmy here, because I thought I was a goner the moment Pep had booked that out of Tribal, but somehow she got Joff to vote for Gonzo in DMs, and boom. Unfortunately, Pep is still here, and I'm still priority target numero uno for both him and JP by the looks of things, so I can't be getting too cocky right now.
Kimmy, I have no idea what just happened. Kimmy, I don't know how it happened. I don't know how you're alive. Honestly, to God, I thought that you're gonna get screwed over here when I left, but
I did too.
You and Chase, the teamed up. What happened?
Look, okay, basically what had happened was, basically we were trying to talk and find out like what was going on and what was happening, and Chase at one point was like, so it's me or Kimmy, right? And I was like, oh fuck you, bitch. And so I walked up to him and I was like, Chase, why don't we just vote Gonzo? It doesn't have to be either of us, and like why would we vote off Joff? So Final 6 just ended with a bang, and I am so happy I'm still here. Final 5. Like, oh my god. I do not know how I survived that. And with the 0 votes at that. Like, Chase literally at Tribal Council said, so it's me or Kimmy, right? I was literally pissing myself when he said that. Like, all the fluids leaked from my body. I was worried. But somehow, roped in Joff, roped in Chase, took out Gonzo, and now I'm here.
What did Joff do?
He voted with us.
Was it by accident or was it on purpose?
Oh, I told him to. I was really like,
okay.
Joff, if you don't vote with me, I'm going home and it's all your fault. And then he voted with us.
So Gonzo tried to make a move. It failed. He lost JP at the same time, and then you voted him off.
Yes, because I felt like it practically.
Good job, Gonzo. God damn.
Yes.
I mean, hey, okay, we're just like a little bit like close to the end. We have like 2 more immunity challenges, something like that. We need to be Chase. You need to be Chase. Welcome to a new installment of I'm Better Than Everybody Else. Why am I better? Because, Gonzo tried to pull a move on me. I'm not gonna lie, I really was not expecting somebody to try and pull one over to me at the final 6. But as soon as I saw him take JP's vote, who I had very good conversations with and I had a good trust with, I was like, oh, who the fuck is gonna try and, make a little plan against him to ruin his game? That's gotta be me. So I'm just gonna pull up my Uno Reverse Yu-Gi-Oh! Special card, aka my safety Yabba Dabba Doo, and I'm gonna leave. And then he got eliminated. What? How? What?
Alright, everyone. Welcome to your next individual immunity challenge. JP, I'll take it back. Alright, let's get to it. In this next immunity challenge, all 5 castaways must use their parkour skills to firstly get across a few different parkour jumps. Once they reach the ladders, they will then break 2 pieces of wool on top of a chest that will hold a bow and some arrows. They will then shoot the minecart with a chest full of letters inside of it off of a ledge that will drop down for them to be accessible. Once they've dropped, the player will then grab all the letters out of it and try to do a 4-letter crossword puzzle. Once the crossword looks like this, they have won immunity. Go!
Wait, we had colors assigned to us? I didn't
All 5 players want this. Shot at final 4. And only Kimmy is able to get on the ladder, showing her challenge ability in this game. All 4 other players struggling. Kimmy now able to shoot. She knocks down her last chest and now starting the puzzle.
Break them, okay? Not too much on me. Chase, I know.
JP giving it a try now. JP falls, has to go back. Chase, Joff. Chase falls. Joff giving it a try. Pepit going right for it. Using his momentum, and Pepit on the way up the ladders. Joff as well. Pepit falls. Joff falls. Chase on the way up the ladders. Kimmy on the puzzle still. Ooh, bring out the win. Chase now can start shooting his chest down. JP trying to give it a try. Knocks it down.
I think
Chase and Kimmy on the puzzle. Joff, JP and Pepit now able to shoot. Joff lagging behind a little bit in this challenge. This is anyone's game. All 4 players on the puzzle. Joff still trying to get his arrows.
Is that how you spell this? I don't even know.
This is anyone's game now. Kimmy has lagged behind. Now it is up to these 4 players who will be automatically into the final 4. The shot at winning this game.
I think that's
One of you going home tonight. Who will it be? Chase and Kimmy. Very close. JP has his first word down. Chase with 3 full words.
right. Done.
And with that, Chase wins individual immunity.
Let's go.
I'm gonna tell myself.
All right. Chase, come on up and get it. Chase cannot be voted for tonight, but for the rest of you, cannot do the same. Everyone, head on back to camp.
So we get back from the challenge, Chase wins, and I am, of course, upset because now I am basically trying to fight for my life, trying to make sure that I stay and Pepe goes home. Now, I'm initially thinking like, okay, Pepe was universally targeted except for like when Chase was here, or like when he was not immune. So I'm hoping, okay, maybe that will carry over. Maybe that will help me. Like, Pepit has still remained to be the same threat as he was before Final 6, so nothing should change theoretically.
Well, Kimmy, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm pissed off because Chase won immunity, and I really wanted that shit. Because I was gonna stand what he said. I'm so upset.
And the worst part is now, we're both smart enough to know what's happening.
Yeah, and I mean, at least we can acknowledge it.
Kimmy, we started this journey together. This terrible game. We worked hard together. Now, honestly, all I can just fucking say is, good luck. I guess. I mean, like, it all depends on what they're really gonna do. Because honestly, I don't know what to do at this point. It's like,
Well, how about that? I actually won an individual challenge, and I can just feel the silent rage about it at camp emanating from a few people. To be fair, though, if there's one thing they should have learned by now, it is that I am very difficult to get rid of. And I don't want to turn on Kimmy after she saved me at that last tribal, and I feel like she'd kind of be on board with trying to take another shot at voting out Peppet. Hopefully I can get her and Joff to vote with me, but either way, I mean, I'm in the final 4, so I'm not too concerned right now, and if I can get myself the final tribal council somehow, I am more than confident I can beat any combination of these people.
I'd just say, like, Kimmy is the vote tonight, but that's just me.
So you two are voting Kimmy.
Ideally.
Well, I mean, it'd be dumb to vote Joff. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Chase, you want to win this game, don't you?
I mean, it's been, what, 14, 16 hours?
It's been 14, 16 hours. We all want to win this game.
We all want to win this game, that is
What,
right.
other than what I did last tribal, what else happened last tribal?
Well, if it wasn't for a super idol, you would have had a successful blindside that was entirely.
Oh no! Oh, don't wait for that. It's like I'm not talking about that one. Like I'm talking about last one. I wasn't the only person who did some stuff.
Yeah, the other person played something is gone.
But the thing is, I think I'm the most upfront person with you like this whole game.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect it.
If whatever happens, even if you go with Kimmy or whoever to the final 4, if you lose, they're voting you out. I'm just giving you your best options, which is, not voting me, because you have better odds beating me at a challenge than beating some other people.
I just think that, like, in general, like, Peppet's better to take out, just because even though he's, like, not won a challenge or anything, it's like, he's done so much in the game, it's like, I mean, he's been real cocky with you.
Yeah, I agree.
Advantage. He was practically in the lead for 2 of, like, the whole pick your battles, like, challenges, so that really, like, told a lot.
So we're thinking we're finally gonna try Peppet again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you reckon so?
Yeah.
So I need to talk straight up.
Let's do it.
I think it's just because he's trying to save himself, and immune, he has no one to target, so he's struggling.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think it's the best. He's the biggest jury threat. He was in control of the chase vote for the like super idol vote.
He forced the Gonzo situation.
Yeah, it wasn't really any of our faults.
Yeah.
And he's been very like outspoken, and he came really early in like a lot of the comps. And right after Gonzo, he was the second person who people thought was going to win.
Yeah.
That's true.
You win, Joff?
Yeah, I mean, solid reasoning, so can't go against that,
So, Chase just pulled out the immunity win. I definitely think he needed it. He's been doing a good job of saving himself as of recent, and that's good for me because I still feel like we're working pretty decently together. So it's nice to see him safe, and it leaves him as the obvious target moving him forward into the next round, and that kind of means we have a few other people to sort of look at to take out this round. From what I'm hearing, it's between Pepe, who was supposed to leave last round, and Kimmy, who I think I've been seeing as like a threat since very early on, and I feel like she has a lot of chance to win the game, so it's definitely some good choices for me. I'm seeing myself as kind of like the swing vote. I feel like it's Chase and Kimmy versus JP and Pepe, and I'm like the child in the middle of these two warring parents in a divorce case or something along those lines. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which house I'm staying at this year.
Welcome to the Tribal Council of the Final 5. So Chase, sitting here with a 100% shot at making it to the Final 4 and a 1-4 shot at giving your case to the jury, how are you feeling now, heading there?
I'm not gonna lie, it feels really fantastic. I am still a little bit in shock that I won that challenge, but to be here and be safe knowing I'm gonna be in Final Four, it's great. And the cherry on top was like, it wasn't verbalized, but I could just feel the collective groan that I can't be voted out tonight. And I am living it up. I am going to milk this as long as I can. And you know what? It's gonna be great.
Kimmy, tonight is a crucial vote where there's only 4 people you can trust. So how do you manage to keep the bond between you and your allies when you may be the reason from stopping them from winning?
Well, I'm hoping that my allies keep me because, I mean, I've been working with a lot of them for a while, and I'm hoping that I've shown that I am a loyal and good person to go to the end of this game with. Like, I've laid my heart and soul out on the table tonight, and I really am hoping that the bonds I've created hold up, because I do think that I am a good person to go to the end with. But then again, that's really all up to perception, but then again, it is for everybody here. Like, you could have an amazing game, but if you're not perceived well, you could lose, and vice versa. So it really just comes down to perception, and I'm hoping that people are perceiving me right in order to, you know, keep me around. Because I've come so far, and I really don't want to lose now.
All right. And with that, Kimmy, you have to vote first.
Great, I'm getting voted, but I don't know. I have to rely on fucking Chase, fucking motherfucking bastard, to fucking vote with me and get fucking Pepe. Fucking bitch, I mean, though I did vote to save him last night. I did vote to save him. That's what counts.
I wish it didn't lead up to this, but if I want to win this game, and I know I can, I have to vote off the person who I love the most in this game, who I have the most trust with, who I've done the most doings with, evil doings. I love this person. God bless. You still have my promise at the end.
I've tallied the votes. The person with the most votes will be asked to leave tribal council immediately and will be the next person on the jury. First vote. Kimmy.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go.
Next vote. Pepit.
Oh, that is I.
Kimmy.
Yeah, whatever.
Pepit.
Give me. Okay.
I love you, Pepe.
I love you. I feel less bad now.
Next person voted off of Kavanah's Minecraft Survivor Season 4.
It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me.
Kimmy, please grab me your torch.
No way.
I'm sorry, Kimmy.
I love you, Kimmy.
Fucking hell. I was so close. Fuck it. It's good. It's alright.
Kimmy, unfortunately, after all this time, the tribe has spoken.
It's alright.
Fucking love you.
Sorry again, Kimmy.
Bye, guys. Good luck.
Congratulations to you 4. You 4 have made it to the final 4 and even a closer chance at the $100 prize. Everyone,
There's money.
head back to camp.
Okay.
It's not 100. None of us are Canadian.
I'm half Canadian.
Okay, so fuck. I got voted out, and I'm like, I mean, I'm not pissed though. Like, I did what I came here to do, and I did super well. I masterminded a few things, like the Chase vote when he got his super idol played on him, and the Gonzo vote. I did that, and I felt really good. And I only got votes in this tribal council. I really thought I was gonna be like the first person gone, and sitting here now, I feel fantastic. As much as I got sent home, I feel like I came here to do what I came to do what I did, and I did it.
I feel so bad for voting. I shouldn't laugh for voting off Kimmy. I mean, and Chase isn't happy with me either, but I think it's the right move. If I stand any shot of winning this, it's against JP, who I've arguably played a similar-ish game to, although not really, he's done a lot better. And then Pepe, who's just been kind of a madman. I think I have some points that I can argue to the jury. I mean, I'm too tired to argue them, but I'll do it anyway. But yeah, I just feel bad at the minute, and that's why I'm in my little sadness cave.
Like, I'm still good. I'm still good with you. I honestly, at this point, I would not mind sitting next to the end of you, and even if I lose.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's what was it? Yeah, like I'm pretty much just trying to get to the end, like any combination of people possible.
I agree. There's not a lot of people here that I think are awake enough to put together a good conversation.
Coherent, yeah.
Well, it's come to my attention that there's some liars here still. I thought Pepe was gonna go. I thought we solidified things with the Gonzo vote. I owed Kimmy one here. I felt like she was the only chance I had with someone having my back. And now she's gone. And Pepe's still here, which is, I don't like that. He annoys me greatly, but it's okay. There is one positive side to losing Kimmy, though. Kimmy is the one person who I'm confident beats me 9 out of 10 times in a challenge head-to-head. And without Kimmy here, and the remainder of these people extremely tired, I might actually have a chance here of winning again. And I think I might have to. In the wise words of Ozzy Loost, or however the hell you pronounce his last name, I have plan A, that is to win. I have plan B, that is to win. I don't care who I sit next to at this point, because if I think I beat every single combination of these people in the final 3 if I get there, I just have to get there. Not a single one of them should have a story like I have. I came from nothing in this game. I watched people I cared about drop one by one by one until it was just me here, and somehow I'm still here, and as long as I'm here, I'm gonna keep fighting, because that's all I know.
All right, everybody, welcome to your final
I didn't want to do
immunity challenge. Chase, I'll take that back from you.
Nice.
In the final immunity challenge of the season, the final 4 will have to go up the challenge wall. Challenge wall has 5 different sections to it. The first one being a basic ladder climb. The second being a shulker box wall. The third being a parkour wall. The fourth being a water swim wall. And the fifth being a block pusher wall. The first player to do all 5 walls will win immunity and have an automatic shot in the final 3. Survivors ready.
What's the deal?
No, because there's a Neo.
Go. It's anyone's game.
Except mine.
Everybody moving in between all the webs. This final 4, one person from here will win this game and be guaranteed a spot into the final 3. Joff and JP, everybody is now on the wall.
Oh yes, I froze. Okay, I'm good. Oh, it's a choker box. I've lost.
Pepe makes it to the shulker box wall.
I'm never gonna do this jump in my life.
Oh, I am?
It was
Sweet.
JP and Chase. Pepe falling behind.
I'm never gonna do this in my life. I've never done this in my life.
Chase taking the lead.
I've done it! What? Okay.
Pepe makes it up, surprising himself.
Why did you have to have the Neo going that way?
Why is there a Neo?
Chase on the Neo.
Yeah, thanks.
No,
That.
cut! I
Chase
want to
misses
kill
the
myself.
Neo.
I can't do a Neo on the left side.
Pepe falls all the way to the bottom.
Wow, I'm in the water.
Joff falls all the way to the bottom. Now JP's in the lead, but falls. This is gonna be a long one, boys. Chase falls all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, this
Why
is
are
what I
all-
really
why
needed.
are all your
JP falls all the way to the bottom.
Why are all your strafe jumps built for people that are left-handed?
Joff makes
Why-
a choker box ball, so does Pepit.
Why do you even do Neos? They're not. Fuck.
Joff falls all the way to the bottom again.
I need to stop complaining about the
Makes
Neos
sense.
and actually just complete the obstacles.
Continuing half the rest of the parkour. JP falls. Chase
Ah.
falls.
No! What is this jump?
This is really good for my self-esteem.
You know, I thought we were gonna get some kind of gauntlet. I was really excited, and then I see this monstrosity.
Okay,
Nobody
game.
can even- JP makes the Neo and is on to the swimming part.
Oh, I was gonna say, get ready to see if I can make it past the Neo, but now the kind of drama's out of it, and I
JP is
fall
starting to swim. It's getting stuck now.
I mean,
Now
swimming's
Ego's gonna go
tough,
back
I
into
wouldn't
the
know.
swimming.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think the three of us are getting past the Neo.
This may take JP a while because this is the hardest part of the challenge. JP makes it to the third layer.
Cub, guess who's past the freaking Neo?
Joff passed the Neo.
That's right.
Wish I
Guess
saw
who
that.
is this? How do I get into this bit? Oh, I see. I don't.
Joff very close to the top.
I am. Oh wait, there's a thing there. I don't like that.
Go, Joff!
Joff, you're a professional.
I'm really not, but thank you for the encouragement.
But
I fell all the way down. If I win a fucking big ass parkour challenge, it will be the funniest thing ever.
That would be low-key hilarious, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
No!
I have a plan on how to do this, but I'm also dense, so it may fail as well. Ah! I went too early. No, I didn't. Oh no! I'm on the top!
And with that, Joff wins immunity. Joff, congratulations. You won individual immunity. The final individual immunity. For the rest of you three, I cannot say the same. One of you will be the final member of the jury, and the final member voted out of this season. See you guys back. I can't, and I travel tonight.
JP, if I don't win, I'm glad it's gonna be you. If whatever happens, happens. You're the first person I messaged in this game when I joined, and we were gonna make the final three together. Oh my god.
Kimmy's Angels are gonna take it home.
Oh, look at that. Joff won immunity. That's crazy. Sorry, Chase. You're done. You fucked. Get the fuck out of here. You survived what? What? Let me go down the list. You survived the first merge vote. I'll give you that. Then you have your ally goes home instead of you when you would be the vote at the second merge vote, but you get a bullshit idol there. Then you have you turn the vote around because Gonzo got himself voted out, and then you fucking won a bullshit challenge. Sorry, bud, your luck's run out. None of us are stupid enough to give you a shot in the end. Like, what? I give you fire, and then you like then you miraculously win, and then I'm like they all fucking shit down my throat for saying,
oh, you gave Chase a chance, you fucking moron, and now he's in the end.
Fuck you. Like, go home already.
Am I screwed here?
I'm assuming so. Like, I don't think Pepe or JP.
Listen, I mean, you could force me to make fire.
I could, but my only worry then is that gives you like a stronger, like, reason thing, you know?
Joff.
Oh man.
I've had your back this entire time.
I know, man.
I've forgiven you multiple occasions.
Oh, God.
Joff, just give me a fighting chance, man.
Well, that could have gone better. What has this been, like 16, 17 hours? Possibly down the drain because I couldn't scale a freaking wall. Everything was depending on that. But I'm still here. I'm still gonna be here until I see my name come up 3 times. It's just crazy. Like, I've had one person pretty much tell me to my face that they're gonna vote me out, and I'm just my last hope is the man I've been trying to get rid of for the past 3 rounds. In the this freaking orange man, the accent, freaking Pepe.
Vic told me that you want to do JP.
I do. I want to face you at FTC because I think it'll be fun, and I think it'll give this season the FTC it deserves. Because, quite frankly, if one of us goes here, FTC is going to be boring, and one of us has a win guaranteed. And while the smart decision is for us to turn on each other,
it's gonna be more fun if we don't.
Exactly. I know we've been at war, but what if we made this war the climax of the season?
The only thing I have is to try and make this guy make the final 3 fun. And convince him that he actually has a shot to beat me in a close one. And on top of that, trying to convince Joff to potentially do something stupid. If I get one of these things to work, I could at least go to fire. If I get both of them to work, I'm sitting pretty. But at this point, I'm grasping for straws. But you know, there may be like a 99.9% chance this probably doesn't work. But I'm gonna keep clinging to that 0.1 as long as it takes.
Everyone, congratulations to making it to the Final Four. But one of you tonight will be voted off. It cannot be Joff for obvious reasons.
What a legend.
JP, looking that you can only vote out 3 other people here tonight. Do you know who you're voting for?
Yes, I do know who I'm voting for.
Alright, straightforward. Chase, looking around, all eyes are on you tonight. Now, how do you get out of a situation like this here tonight at Tribal Council?
Well, that really is the question, isn't it? I don't know if I have a solid answer, because I was trying to figure that out the entirety of the round ever since I couldn't get up that goddamn wall. But, you know, I'm sure there's a way, maybe not. I've made some pleas, had some shot right back in my face that I'm going to get at least 1 vote tonight, and I know for certain. I'm just hoping that I stroked the right chords and I'm sitting here tomorrow, because if I'm not, then it's been a hell of a journey, and it's gonna suck, but my fate is not in my hands tonight, and that's just how it is.
All right, it's time to vote. Epic, you're up.
We've been at odds for many, many days now. But, you know, as they say, au revoir, adios, arrivederci, sayonara, or as some other people say, I'll see you later. Get out of here.
Oh, I hope I played the heartstrings of Pepit well enough. He likes things to be intense, and voting JP is the only thing that gives myself a chance. I hope I get Pepit. I hope I get to fight you out in FTC and give this season a winner it deserves.
I have tallied the votes. If you have the most votes, you must leave Tribal Council immediately, and it'll be the next person and the last person on the jury. I'll read the votes. First vote, Chase.
Yeah.
Second vote, JP. Chase.
Come on, give me fire, man. Please tell me you gave me
Brother,
fire.
I'm sorry, man.
Next person voted out
You
of
played one
Kavanah's
of the best
Minecraft
games I've ever
Survivor.
seen, man. One of the best I've ever
Chase.
seen.
Hey, congratulations on the win, Pepit. Very well fought.
You played one of the best games I've ever seen, man.
Chase, sadly, you were inches away from the final Tribal Council.
I was the wrong side of a Neo.
The tribe has spoken, Chase.
Good luck to you guys, but you just gave Pepit 100 Canadian dollars.
Congratulations, you three. You guys have made it to the final three and a guaranteed shot to give your case to the jury and explain to them why you deserve $100 Canadian in the crown of Kavanah's Minecraft Survivor Season 4, The Underworld. Head back to camp.
Healer shots are on me, let's go.
I played a better game than I've ever played because I had to. I hurt people's feelings, I lied, things I'm not proud of. I found a super idol and survived the blind side from it. To get 4th place. You know, it's been an emotional roller coaster this entire game. I'm proud of the game I played. It just sucks it had to end this way. I thought I had Pepit in right where he wanted, giving him what he wanted to hear, let him fight for it, make things interesting, but you know, props to the guy. He won this war.
Final 3. Fuck yeah. Hey, I'm where I said I needed to be with who I needed to be against. I'm obviously Pepit is more charismatic than I am. I'm not like completely unaware of myself. I know that. He probably has 1 vote locked up in Sito. I can't see that going my way, but I know, and I guess, like, Chase wasn't thrilled with me, so I guess that's another vote to count out against me, but, I was good with Flugel, pre-merge at least. I'm pretty confident in saying Gonzo will be voting for me. I think that we've been allies, we've been tight the whole time, and I played no part in him getting eliminated. Kimmy, maybe. Who else is up there? And eight. Yeah, he and I were tight too. I mean, he was gonna be my number 2 after Joff. So I guess maybe 8. I think I have 1 vote locked up and 3 that are up for grabs. I only need to get 2 of them, and then it's a tie. And then Joff votes, and Joff would vote for me. So sorry, Joff. But this is likely going to be a 2-man race, and I think I have the skills to articulate myself well enough to be able to present my game.
Hi, bonjour. How's it going? My name is Martin, and I made it to the end of Kavanah MC Survivor. To be honest, I did not expect that to happen in the least bit, because one of the first things I told everybody is, if I make it to the final 3, I will beat everybody. And I'm sitting in the final 3 with JP, who he is smart, he has played a good game. And then there's Joff, who he is a wild card. I have no idea what he's gonna do, but looking at my chances now, Gonzo's out. Kimmy, who was the best player. Chase, who was a random beast just with the story and everything, are all out. And I'm still in the game. And I have a shot to win this, which is pretty dope, to be honest. Because yeah, I'm gonna be able to pay my fucking food for a week. Very nice. But it's a nice feeling, because it's been 20-something hours of this game. I've drank so much coffee and shit and my head hurts. But hey, I've stuck that out for this game. I've played a good game. And I think I have what it takes to beat JP and Joff and be the winner of this random season, this weird random season with these weird random people. I don't know, that's just the game of life. We get put on an island with random people, we have to socialize, learn stuff about them, learn stuff about me. It's so unnatural for the human just body to be doing this for 20 hours in human mind. But in some weird way, I managed to do it and beat 15 people. And now let's see if I can beat the final 2 and win this fucking game. Let's fucking go. I'm the best. I am the best.
Introducing all the members of the jury. Flugel, CTO, 8, Gonzo, Kimmy, and Chase. Welcome, Final 3, to the final Tribal Council, where one of you will win this game after everything you guys have done to get here. Okay, we're going to jump straight into beginning speeches. It will go JP, then Pepit, then Joff, then we'll go with questions, then we'll end it off with closing speeches. JP, go for it.
Alright, so hey jury, despite what you may believe about myself or the others sitting here with me, I believe I can honestly say that I played the best game of the 3 of us here, due to forming some kind of bond with every single one of you, as well as voting in the majority every time I did vote. Starting on the original Huswa tribe, I was immediately positioned in one of the best ways that I could be. I had an alliance with every single person on that tribe. Those who started off the game with me can agree, Gonzo especially. Right out of the game, I was brought into a 4-person alliance with myself, Gonzo, Flugel, and Jack, as well as a 4-person alliance with myself, Gonzo, Pepit, and Kimmy, and we called ourselves Kimmy's Angels. Then I also had my ace in the hole, Joff, and we clearly were together throughout the entire game. And the only person on the original Huswa I wasn't seriously aligned with was Uli, which, well, we all know how that ended. But come the swap, I eventually found myself on a tribe with myself, Gonzo, Chase, and Jack. And when we lost another challenge, we came to the decision to spare Chase for a round to eliminate Jack. And while he really had no one to turn to but Sito, this opened up the opportunity for Gonzo, Joff, and myself to stick together as a trio moving forward ahead, which ended up being my primary alliance in the game. And it also opened up the opportunity to work out, to have a working relationship with Chase in the future as well. And when we merged at the final 8, I immediately set to work trying to form a relationship with Sito, as well as seeing where the others stood before the vote. And everyone seemed to land on Flugel, which was fine by me. Like, no disrespect to you, it was just the easiest name to go by. And then at the next immunity challenge, when Nate rejoined the game, I immediately set out to try and form a bond with him as well. And after that challenge was when Sito was having his computer troubles and Pepit was pushing hard for Chase to leave so we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That personally didn't sit right with me, so I ultimately decided to swing over to vote Sito at that tribal. No disrespect to you, Sito, it was just I felt that that would be the best move for me moving forward. And then once Sito was gone, there was that unfortunate twist where we just seemed to have to vote someone off immediately afterwards. And although there was a super idol played and my new ally and friend in 8 was voted off, I ultimately it wasn't the worst thing that could happen, as it did eliminate another variable of Chase's super idol from contention. And I won the next immunity, but that was also where my vote was stolen and Pepit left the tribal. I will admit that probably my biggest mistake was not trying to really swing the vote there and instead stewing, but I'll still stand by it because I was really mad right then, and it's probably best that I didn't say anything that I would come to regret in the future. Chase winning the final 5 immunity was the worst case scenario that could have happened, and unfortunately, in my eyes, that was the end of Kimmy. I'm sorry, Kimmy, it was just what you were doing at that final 6 tribal where you saved yourself from there really scared me and showed what a strategic force you could be if we kept you in the game further on, and I was really scared of dealing with that in the future. And the final immunity challenge was frustrating to say the least, but thankfully it was won by Joff. I know there was an inherent risk of taking out Kimmy and giving Chase the opportunity to win that as well, but I still feel like it was the best thing to do, and it clearly worked out for the best, as Chase was the clear and obvious vote there, because Chase, you would have been suicide to take to the end, especially after all the ridiculous shit you pulled to survive as far as you did. It really was a masterclass of strategy and advantages. I respect it, and that's why I could not, in good faith, take you to the end while still wanting to win the game. So now you've all heard my thought processes for the moves I've made and my game plan to get here now. I eagerly await any questions you had to ask me moving forward.
Hey, how's it going? Well, unlike, I don't know, I'm gonna just talk whatever comes from my head. Basically, me going into the game, I just try to use my personality as strategy. I play very unorthodox game to most people, I feel like. I just try and make the social bonds and connections because I'm set at the game, I'm set at challenges. I cannot win a challenge to save my life. So by not being able to rely on that, I know that I have only 2 aspects that I can, the social and the strategic part. When the game started, I formed a good alliance with my girl Kimmy, my boy Ganjo, and this guy right here, my boy JP. It was good because we knew that we could all keep each other safe, but when the swap happened, I got a friendo, aka a CTO, and Flugel were still with me with Kimmy and a new guy, Mats. That trouble, I remember that Flugel wanted to target CTO and they wanted to do Flugel. I didn't because I liked them both, so I decided to come up with a weird plan of, okay, why don't we actually just do Mats with Kimmy so that I can have, I have my 2 boys like Flugel and CTO still in the game because, I mean, they were working with me, so I think it was a smarter decision to do it. With playing this game, I try to be nice with everybody because that's just how I am. I don't know if I've offended some people. If I have, I'm sorry for that. I mean, almost every, not almost, every vote I knew basically what's gonna happen, except when when Kimmy blindsided Gonzo. I had no idea what's gonna happen then because then I had to pull out my advantage out of nowhere and just play it and save myself. I feel that was actually something good about my game because everybody knew I mean, not everybody, I knew who had the advantages because when I won that weird challenge, the reward, I brought JP and Gonzo. Gonzo said that he got an extra, I think a steal vote, and he got the extra vote. But I didn't tell them that I got my safe without power, so that gave me a bit more power in the sense that I knew that they had advantages and nobody in the game knew that I had disadvantage. And there were still speculations about Chase, having the super idol because I did have trust with everybody else except with Chase because we weren't really together in the game. We weren't together from the pre-merge, so I didn't know what to do with Chase, to be honest. Fuck, I don't really know how to say. I can't wait for the questions. I think that's gonna be more fun. I feel like, unlike the two people here, me getting to the end was a lot harder because I was always like a vocal aspect of this game. I always give my opinion. You know, I'm saying who I'm gonna vote off. I'm giving ideas to people. It definitely was harder for me, in my opinion, but I still managed to maneuver because even though Chase targeted me at 6 and at 5, at 4, I tried and actually managed to make JP and Chase vote against each other, and so I can skedaddle and wiggle my way through. Magically, I don't know why or how. I'm a bit sorry for Chase because I actually it would have been fun if we were both at the end, man, but I knew that sitting next to Chase, I lose 100%. And I feel like I've played a really like hard game. I've put like my heart and soul into this game, and I just wanted to prove to myself that I can actually, you know, win this survivor thing, man. Because I don't know, man. Life has been tough. Life's been hard, and when I made it to the final 3, like it made me really happy. Oh fuck, Oh, God. Well, God bless. Happy New Year. Oh, I'm just gonna sit down and shut the fuck up.
Hello, jury. I'm gonna keep my speech a bit short, mainly because I know that I will just derail myself at some point. I mainly wanted to bring up some highlights of my game, and hopefully I can get more in depth with my actual game when the questions come out. The main things that I feel that I've accomplished in this game is I feel that I was able to get a lot of people to trust me in this game. I feel that that's represented by a lot of people asked me where I was voting, and I knew where a lot of people's votes were going at certain tribal councils. Also, out of the 18 people who've played this game, there have only been 2 people who have not received a vote the entire time. One being Mockingjay, who was eliminated first, and the other being me, who has made it all the way here. And the only other thing I want to bring up is that despite being a bench warmer in the beginning, I ended up winning an immunity in one of the tougher challenges, and I was able to beat both Chase and JP, who were able to win immunities this season. So I feel pretty proud of myself for doing that, even if I don't win. But yeah, that's all I want to say, and I'm really excited to have these questions and answer them terribly. Thank you.
I guess, why do you guys think you deserve to win? Like, just a question for all of you.
Okay, I believe I deserve to win because I was consistently in a position of power. The only time that I really had no say over a vote was when Gonzo left, and that was only because I didn't have a vote. I believe I consistently was in a decision-making position. I had the vast majority of the tribe that was in my favor at any given point, and I think that I positioned myself well enough to be taken to the end without ever really being in any incredible danger.
Well, unlike JP, I actually felt that I was in danger a lot, and that's just a sense of like the way I play the game. I like playing a bit more chaotic and just being more open and like talking with everybody just to, you know, see what people are thinking, because I feel like I actually did have a lot of the information of the game, because I mean, if I didn't use my safety without power, for example, I could have easily just gone home. I would have gone home. And by me, then I was like threat number those basically after Chase, because at that point he was obviously the biggest threat. Unlike the 2 people, I just had like the hardest path to make it to the end, and the fact that I managed to actually make it, even when I didn't have safety at points of the game, that just speaks also to like me as a player, that I can also convince, example, these 2 people that I am their better option to go to the end instead of Kimmy and Chase, because I also, me and Kimmy play very similar games when we play Survivor, but I feel like I'm better at making her be my shield because she is better at challenges. I try and use that a bit as a game move of being shit at challenges and using it to my benefit, which I think worked out because, you know, I would tell Chase, you know, it's better to keep me because, I mean, I'm not going to beat you at a challenge. You know, I'm not going to beat anybody at a challenge. But I don't think that is a bad thing if I'm able to actually maneuver my way into making it to the end. And also kudos to Big and, you know, making it without any votes. But I think it's a lot harder to make it to the end when you are a vocal target in the season compared to, you know, being an underrated player.
I would say my answer is that I feel I've played a very good social game. I feel that I was able to make a lot of connections on the cast, and I was then able to use those to make sure that I was essentially safe and that I could decide where the votes were going. Main examples of that would be the final Vi vote. JP and Pepe were a duo, and Kimmy and Chase were a duo, and I was the deciding factor in which duo would essentially win, and I think that I made a decent choice. I feel it would have been harder to beat Chase and Kimmy, and that's why I voted them off. Also, at the final 6, after Pepe left, Kimmy essentially messaged me, and I basically had the choice between if Gonzo or Chase would have gone home as well. And before that, me and JP were in the decision-making position of if we wanted to keep Pepe or send him home. So I feel those are prime examples of where I had power in the game, and I think I voted the correct way when I did.
Hey everybody, what's good? What's good? It's good to get see you guys again. Sito here. All right, so I've been thinking, and I'm like, do I want to ask them a question or do I just want to like keep it real, tell them what I'm voting? Because I feel like my vote was pretty much decided, but I was kind of on the fence. But now I'm decided, so I'm just gonna let you know why. Because before I had the tragedy of disconnecting Wi-Fi, you know, just being basically medevaced, not medevaced, but like basically, you know, it sucked. So bad luck is what it is. But at the end of the day, I still had my plans for the end of the game before that happened. And my plans were like pretty much involving Chase, Kimmy, and Pepe and myself, kind of like in that realm. Some of like there was going to be 3 of us out of those 4 making it to the end in my head. And so as far as I'm concerned, the person sitting here, Pepe, was in my picture. You know, I was like, oh, you're going to be in the end with me, or with if I don't make it, you know, those 3. So you're just probably the person that has my vote for that reason, because like I was going to try and go to the end with you or whatever. The other 2, I feel you guys played great games as well. It's not like anything against you guys. I just feel like kind of want to root for, you know, who I was originally working with. But you guys all deserve congrats, because I feel like listening to all of your stories tonight, you each played different games and they're all very, very good games to be proud of. Nobody here seems like they have like a lacking resume, so that's cool. But yeah, my vote is decided. Sorry, EXO, congrats.
I don't really got good questions because I barely knew most of you. I only knew you 3 after the final 8. So I'd like to get some things like uncovered. Out of you 3, I want to get like all of your opinions. Which person in the final 3 do you think has the best or worst chance of?
You know, I'm gonna say myself, because I mean, this my game. I'm putting, you know, I'm telling you like the way I played this game, and if I wasn't confident in my game, I wouldn't believe that I should have been at this position to, you know, talk with all of you. And I feel like I did play a good game, and I feel like I do deserve it more than the other 2 people. I would say second, I would give it to JP, because he did have a lot of say in the game. Even though, Big, I'm sorry for number 3, but oh fuck, I should be saying this. But like, I feel like most people had you as like an option at the final 3, just to get you into the final 3, because they saw you as somebody easier to beat. And I'm not saying this in a cocky way, just putting myself first. I just believe in myself, man, and I just want to believe in myself, man. I don't know. I just want to feel good about that. I feel good. I feel good about it. And I hope the jury can respect my game, the way I play, and yeah.
I would personally put Pepe at number 1 too, even though he just put me at number 3. Obviously, making moves is one thing, but being able to show that you've made these moves is another. And I feel that he's done a decent job of being very vocal about what he wants to do. And I think that it's easier to say, hey, I've done these things if everyone knows that you've done them. I guess between me and JP, I'd put JP at number 2. He says he's had a lot of alliances and he had his bases covered. I would sadly put myself at number 3, even though that's probably not the best thing to say, but I know that necessarily I'm not like the greatest player. I still feel I've done a lot of decent things in the game, and I'm still very happy that I've made it here, but you know, these two are very big resumes. Yeah, I can't argue that. I'm very bad at answering questions, Jesus.
JP?
So, for third, I agree with what the group has said. I'm sorry, Jeff, but I'd probably put you in the least likely to win out of us, for pretty much the reasons that have already been stated. Like, you know, I love you, but... And, for first and second, I truly believe it could go either way between Pepit and I. Like, that may come off as tone deaf or cocky or whatever, but I'm not going to count myself out despite not being first in either of these lists that are given. I think that we've both played games that can equally be rewarded, and yeah, for the sake of self-confidence, I guess I'll put myself in number 1 and Pepit in number 2, but that's very close, and I could see it going either way.
Alright, what's up, guys?
Hi, Gonzo.
I just want to say, first of all, I had a super fun time playing with all 3 of you and like everyone in this merge and in the game. It was like a super dynamic game, and it was really fun from start to finish. And I feel like when the Super Idol was played, that's when things kind of started getting off the rocker, and there was like no easy way for one person to win the game. It would have, I think it was always going to come down to like a pretty hard decision at the final tribal, and for me it is going to be a really hard decision. So I want to know from all of you, like, when you saw it was getting down to that point where there was like a lot of big players left in the game, what was your game plan? And I also want to say, Joff, you need to stop putting yourself down, buddy. You're a great player, and so don't put yourself third. Always put yourself first.
Stop flirting with me. Throw me off.
Yeah, and you're also answering the question first, so go.
Okay, I got it. Honestly, after probably the final, 7, after A got voted off, my ideal plan would have been me and JP at the end, because what I saw was me and him were sort of like each other's main ally, at least that's what I thought. And I felt that we worked in like very well together throughout this game, so I feel it would have been easier for me to argue my case against him than many other people, because I felt we could have brought up many of the same points. At that point, my other choice was probably going to be Kimmy, because out of the 4 remaining people, no offense to Kimmy, I didn't think she had as much of a resume at that point. I felt that Chase obviously had the Super Idol, he was the last remaining green tri person. Pepe, obviously very vocal, making big moves. You pulled out an advantage of that one, and then you also seem to have a lot of relationships with people. So that made the most sense for me at that point. But obviously then it changed once you went home and Kimmy made a big move. And at that point, when it became deciding between the pairs, I thought that Pepe and JP would be easier to argue a case against than Kimmy and Chase. So that was my main reasoning as to why I ended up with these 3. But initially my choice was Kimmy and JP, but I had to adapt. So that's why I'm here with these 2 now.
All right, thank you. We'll go Pepit next.
Like Big just said at the end of his speech, adaptability, I think, actually is like the most essential and key part you need to learn in Survivor. Because when the Mr. Host Cav out of the bloom said, boom, there's a Super Idol, I mean, I'm just like, I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm like, okay, if somebody finds it, that means that somebody can, just screw over my game and just, I can be eliminated. So when we found out that Chase might have the idol, I'm just looking at the players in this game. I'm thinking, okay, who does Chase have a connection with and who does he have not? He was vocal that he does not want 8 in this game. And then I'm looking at the rest of the people. I'm like, wait, I'm most likely next on his hit list. So I'm telling everybody, okay, let's just vote Chase, let's just vote Chase, because if Chase was going to use his idol, Super Idol, that means that 8 was gonna, most likely take the bullet, which means that I can essentially just maneuver my way through the Super Idol, which I'm so glad that it happened, because if 8 goes and then Chase has a Super Idol, there's a big chance that he uses it and then I'm sent packing. So I think that is a way of adaptability. And when JP said that his worst case scenario was Chase winning Final 5 immunity, I actually, at a point when that happened, I started thinking to myself, okay, that was actually the best case for me. Because Chase winning that was an opportunity for me to take out Kimmy, which was one of the two biggest threats for me, because we both saw each other as threats. She voted me, I voted her. And at Final Four, the challenge, it was basically parkour. Kimmy would have won that challenge easily. I think we can agree to that. We were even talking about it while doing the challenge while we were all sucking at it. And I think if Kimmy would have gotten at the end, she would have beat me, or maybe I could have gotten fourth. But again, like, I managed to maneuver myself in a way where I wasn't even a target at Final Four after being targeted for like 3-4 tribals consecutively. And I think that speaks to adaptability in this game, which I think I did okay in. I hope. I mean, I got here, so it's your decision if whatever you think is best.
That was a good answer, yeah. JP.
So this is from the after 8 left, right?
Yeah, around the Super Idol play.
Okay, so around that point in the game is when I was starting to form a plan to get to the end, and similarly to what Pepit was saying, it was changing with time. So originally, my plan was to go to the Final Four with you, Kimmy, and Joff, and then fight things out from there, because I believed that it would come down to if you would win because of just how strong you are socially and how scary you would be to go up against just trying to out-talk in the end in a situation like this, and optimistically, things would work out for the best in that way. There's really no way of truly knowing, just because this game is so variable and you really never know how things are going to go. But at the final 6, pretty much I had a laser eye on Chase, because I was really worried about just he had the Super Idol that last time, just something dumb happening every single round, and he gets one too many rounds far in the game. And then at the final 6 was obviously like what I did not want to happen, and when you left. And then at the final 5 was when Chase won immunity. Once you left, I had started to form a game plan in my head. Originally, I wanted to take Kimmy to the end, but then, as I was saying before, that move where she managed to flip the vote onto you really scared me, because being able to sway people like that, granted, I wasn't really in that round from a strategic point, just because I had no vote. But seeing how she was able to switch the vote onto you, someone who I wasn't even aware was in any trouble, really scared me. And so come the final 5, getting rid of Kimmy was the clear option for me. And I pretty much believed that I would be able to argue my case the best against Pepit and Joff at the end. Joff was obviously, I believe I'm the person in the game that knew the most of his game, and I also thought that I was just in a position throughout the game where I would be able to justify my decisions more than Pepit, and in a more consistently powerful spot and everything like that. Now, even though people keep saying that letting Kimmy get to taking Kimmy to the Final Four would be scary because it was a parkour challenge, nobody knew it was going to be a parkour challenge. For all we knew, it would be a puzzle thing, and then someone else would win. That was just really, that was just simply luck, I think, just that it wound up being that way. But yeah, pretty much just as it was going, I was consistently seeing who I believed I would have the best shot to win against. Chase, I'm sorry, you were never in that equation for obvious reasons. You just too good at this, just did too well this game for me to be able to believe I would beat in the end. And I think I made the right decision. I'll stand by whatever strategic decisions I made to get to this point, and the people that I have here with me.
Alrighty, thank you. The three of you all gave me new perspectives on your game, and I was happy to hear about it. And it'll definitely be one of the hardest decisions I've had to make. And I guess that's what sucks in Survivor. You can't have two winners, right? Mm-hmm. Good luck.
It's my turn. First off, thank you for the flattery. I appreciate it. But honestly, I just kind of want to see more about like your thought processes. Like, I'm really happy to hear about all your game moves, and I really think that this is a really difficult decision because you all played really good games. But I just kind of want to pick and prod at like your thought processes and like in a perfect world for you guys, what could happen. So I guess my question to all of you is mainly just going to be about, like, in a perfect world, in your perfect game, what's a move that you didn't make that you wanted to make? I'll just start with JP.
All right, I just need the minute to think about this because it has been a little while, so I'm just trying to remember everything.
All right,
that's fine. Ideally, there would be some weird scenario if 8 would survive past the final 7, because I felt that I was making good headway with him in forming a good bond with him, and I felt that we could have been really good allies down the road had the unfortunate situation with the Super Idol not happened. Granted, it was just really an unfortunate twist that we didn't see coming of the double tribal council, but had something different happen, I think we could have done something really well in the future.
My thing really isn't a move because the moves I made got me here. My thing is rebuilding a connection in this game from past, because for me a big part of this game was CTO. Because before this, we weren't really like the most friendly people one to another, but because of this game, we actually really got a lot closer, and it was a more building the human connection. And for me personally, as a person trying to be nicer with people, because I know my personality sometimes might rub people the wrong way, so I just wanted to rebuild connections with people, work together, because in my perfect world, CTO was at the end with me, because I mean that's what I wanted, you know. Like I tried to save him, it didn't happen, sadly. I think that is the biggest flaw to my game, just not being able to, you know, get to the end with CTO after I really wanted that to happen because of our conversations and friendship. Yeah.
Okay, Joff.
I guess it would be something a bit earlier and something sort of bold to like put on my resume. So maybe something like, considering how Chase found a Super Idol, won 2 immunities, he was a problem to get rid of the entire time in the merge. Maybe I should have kept Jack around instead. I feel that me and Jack could have worked together. We would have taken out someone who, no offense to Chase, became a bit of a problem down the line. It could have also been something like trying to save Flugel at the merge vote and get rid of a bigger name target, maybe like yourself or Pepe, and maybe then try and swing with some of the people on the original Green Tribe. Just something that would have been nice to put on my resume and maybe a bit bolder of a move, as I feel that's maybe what you guys think is lacking in my game.
Alright, thank you. This is really, as Gonzo said, it's going to be a really hard decision, but I appreciate all of your answers, so thank you.
Alright. First thing, I just want to give a general apology if I came across as a dick to anyone. It's been a long and emotional game. And I want to apologize to the 3 of you for prematurely crowning a winner when I was voted off. That's not fair to you guys, and I apologize for that. But I've had some time to relax, and now I'm actually gonna hear you out, and give you all a chance to earn my vote. So what I want to know from you guys is, what would you say would be maybe that one decision or that one relationship or whatever that you think hurt your game the most, and how did you overcome it? And I don't want to hear anything about advantages or random stuff from the game. That's beyond your control. Something that was completely in your control.
I suppose I would say that final 6 round where I voted off Gonzo instead of you. I think at that point, obviously there was a lot of things happening and I sort of panicked in the moment. I didn't want Kimmy to go home at that point, so I wanted to work with her on that vote. I think it would have probably been smarter at that point to take you out, because obviously you then won a challenge, you could have won another challenge, and if you were saying at the end, you would have obviously swept the jury. So it was kind of dangerous keeping you in that game. And I think I slightly ruined my relationship with JP, because obviously we'd been working closely together and we'd both been working with Gonzo. And by voting him off, I think he lost a little bit of trust in me. So that would probably be my answer.
I think the relationship that was most flawed for my game was actually with you. Because, you know, we were both the vocal people that you're the most vocal of trying to get me out, and by doing that, like you're putting the idea into other people's head that okay, we should get Pepe out also. We should also maybe like try and get him out. I feel like, but I guess because we're never pre-merged together, and you're close with people like JP, with Gonzo, I didn't really manage to get close with you, and I think that was my biggest flaw in the relationship, because we didn't really connect in like a personal level. We connected more in a rivalry type respect level, where we're both against each other, but we both respect the fact that we're against each other, And I think I could have done better. I could have done better with that. Definitely could.
Thank you, JP.
Okay, so you want to, before I say anything, I'd also like to apologize to you. Like, I was also like, granted, I'm not sure how much of it like we all remember, just due to like how long of a day it was, but like I was certainly not like I was certainly being an asshole to you as well, and I like, outside of like anything of like garnering for jury votes or any dumb shit like that, like just on a personal level, from like friend to friend, I really don't feel good about the things that I said, and I'd like to apologize for that, like sincerely. And you want the biggest mistake we made in the game is, just to reiterate?
Some decision that you think hurt you the most and has nothing to do with advantages, something that was completely in your control.
Okay, even though there were advantages used at the tribal council that this happened at, I believe my biggest mistake was just shutting up as soon as I did. If this doesn't like fit in your criteria, please tell me, but
no, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, just keeping my mouth shut and not trying to influence the vote at all at the final 6 is my biggest regret. I, like, obviously wanted to continue working with Gonzo, and I feel like he was one of my closest allies at that point, and just sitting back and, like, watching that happen. Granted, it was, like, I have a mild justification, but it doesn't really, like, make what I did right, but I was, very emotional at that point and very angry, and I think I still regret not speaking up or trying to push the vote in any one direction, rather than like, just sitting back and letting it happen.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, and good luck to all of you.
Yep, thanks, Chase.
All right, JP, Pepe, Joff, I just want to say congratulations on making it here again. It's been a long road for you and for everybody else here. And yeah, you guys did what everybody behind me wanted to do, so congratulations on that. I want to say thank you for everybody who stuck around and who came today to finish off the season. It wouldn't have been a show without you guys, so again, thank you very much for showing up. But before we get into the votes, we'll do closing statements. JP, you'll go first.
Alright. Just to address all of you one last time, I believe I was the person that was most consistently in a powerful position throughout this game, who knew where every vote that I cast was going. Every vote that I cast was in the majority of the where everyone was going. I knew what I had to do, and I did what I had to do to get to the end. And I stand by every decision I make. Every decision I made, even aside from the one mistake that I already told Chase, but I believe that I played almost the best game that I could and did about as well as I could to get to where I am and put myself in the position where I would be most likely to win. So I appreciate all of your questions, and that's all I have to say.
In this game, I'm me. I'm loud, I can be obnoxious, but I'm me. I want to say also a big thank you to people in this game that people accept the way I am, because I know I can be something out of the ordinary. Because, when I play these Survivor games, most of the people, they're from the same countries. They're either British, American. They have a more similar perspective to life than me. So it feels good, that people let me be myself around them, because that wasn't always the case in my life. It's definitely helped me throughout the years, and just playing this game in a way that, I played with heart, I played with passion because I love the game. every time when there was a vote, I knew where it was gonna go, except when it was the Gonzo when I had to, leave because I would have been out. I would have been out if that did not happen. I was one of the only people like Chase, for example, to be able to, keep their secrets to themselves. By secret, I mean like an advantage or something. I managed to adapt and maneuver my way, even just being this loud fucking idiot to get to this point when people would constantly say my name and I would always have to play on the edge. I couldn't take a backseat. I was in a position where I had to be vocal and had to give my opinion and couldn't let anybody else dictate my game except myself. And I'm proud of the game I played. I'm very happy that I got a chance to play with everybody. Thank you, Kat, for hosting this. I really want this. So I hope you guys can see that I have played a good game, and I would really appreciate it, and I respect everybody's decision. So thank you for all of these hours of recklessness and gameplay and craziness. Thank you. I'm gonna just sit down.
I just want to again thank everybody for asking questions and not just hearing me out, but all of us here, because we've all played different games, and I appreciate the fact that you took the time to actually hear what we did. I just say that, I know I'm not some big mastermind player who can find 12 advantages and win all the immunity challenge. I'm just some random British adult, in quotation marks, who likes to play Survivor, and that's why I'm here. But I hope you do realise that from hearing my answers, I'm not just some goat who's been dragged to the end. I did have agency in this game, and I felt that I made decisions that were in my best interest. And hopefully you just, when you put pen to parchment, you just vote for who you think is the best person to win. I respect all of you, whatever decision you make, and it's been a hell of a time. Thanks again, everyone. Sit back down time. Ooh.
All right, and with that, JP, Pepit, Joff, your fate will be decided by the 6 people, the 6 tribe mates behind me. We'll get right to the vote. Flugel, you're up first. Okay, the jury, they have casted all of their votes. Now, I'll go tally them. I have tallied the votes. I will now read the votes.
Oh my god.
These are the final votes. Whoever has the most votes will win this game. This is the only point in time in Survivor where you want to hear your name. I'll get to the votes. First vote, Pepit. Second vote, JP. Pepit. Pepit. The winner of Kavanah's Minecraft Survivor Season 4.
Thank you.
The Underworld. Pepit. Congratulations. Everybody, thank you for watching so much. We appreciate it. This has been the conclusion of Season 4. And now it is your turn to vote who you think is fan favorite, most robbed, or whatever. Thank you everybody who watched. Thank you everybody to the crew, to the cast, to the jury, everybody who participated in this season in any way possible. Thank you very much. And we'll see you guys in Season 5 or at the reunion. See you later, guys.